Hello and welcome to the Wizarding News Network. I'm Harry Potter.
Everyone knows who you are, Potter.
And here with me is Draco Malfoy. We have some shocking stories tonight, so have your wands at the ready. First,
Actually, Potter, we have some breaking news. Students at Hogwarts are horrified as a filthy, putrid, disgusting, vile...
Malfoy.
Sorry. A muggle. A muggle has accidentally been accepted into Hogwarts. It disgusts me.
The man's name is David Copperfield.
I think it's pronounced David Copperfield.
Shut up, Malfoy. The muggle fooled the school board through his trickery and sleight of hand, as the muggles call it.
So, what kind of stuff can he do anyways?
Well, he pulled a rabbit out of a hat.
I can do that.
He made a motorcycle disappear.
I can do that too.
He was buried underwater, in a coffin, chained to a submarine, and escaped in under 5 seconds.
Okay, I don't think I can do that. Moving on. Students have been reported hiding under their beds and casting defensive spells against the muggle. Nobody knows what this man is capable of. We advise everyone to take extreme precaution if you encounter this monster.
The Ministry of Magic is handling this situation as we speak. What? Yes? Okay. It appears that we have an even bigger story tonight. A dragon has recently escaped Gringotts Bank and is in the area as we speak.
Oh, very funny, Potter. You know I'm afraid of dragons, but I cannot believe you have the audacity to make fun of me like this. You are fake news, Potter.
I'm sorry, Malfoy, but this is a real news story.
Then I will have to face my fears with dignity. Bloody hell!
Malfoy, please tell me that you know that Dumbledore and several other teachers cast defensive spells to prevent the dragon from even harming anyone.
Of course I knew that, Potter. I have to be pretty stupid to not know that. Let's continue, please.
In other news, wizards have suddenly switched to using drones instead of owls for package delivery.
Why the sudden change?
Well, the owls have organized into a labor union to rebel against their wizard owners.
We talked to the union leader, Hoot, and he claims that he and his owl brethren have been subjected to unfair labor.
It's just not fair.
I mean, they're just owls. You gotta relax.
It's still not fair.
Whatever. He demands to be given equal rights.
It seems pretty serious.
What does the administration have to say about this?
Well, in a recent interview with Dumbledore about the sudden uprising, he commented, "That's a hoot." Security has been flocking to the scene ever since the uprising started.
Officials advise all students to evacuate the area. Experts say, quote, "We ain't talking about no Blue Jays here. We talking about the fiercest member of the bird family, the owl."
Stay safe, everyone. Today in Hogwarts sports, our famous Quidditch matches have been revealed to be nothing other than hot air. As of yesterday, it turns out that our wonderful world of sports has been sabotaged with tricks and spells in a devastating scandal.
This shocking discovery was exposed only a few hours after the latest match on Thursday, when Coach Oliver Wood was retrieving a few rogue snitches that had escaped after the match. To his shock and horror, one of the snitches deflated in his hands.
At least 3 snitches were found to have magically brought over to one team. If you catch the golden snitch, you win the game, so someone had to have put a spell on it to fly right into a certain player's hands. Even the brooms weren't safe from the abuse, made slower by curses from other players to and fro.
It's a sad day when the smartest people find a way to cheat at something as simple and easy as sports like Quidditch. So very sad.
I would agree with you, Malfoy, but you've cheated in every game you've ever played.
Nah.
We are pleased to have the infamous Hogwarts Sorting Hat with us today.
You may be pleased to see me, but I'm not pleased to see you at all.
Okay, so moving on, you've just finished your biggest job of the year, sorting Hogwarts students into their houses.
Yes, how do you do it? It must be very difficult.
I just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and boom, there's your house.
That doesn't sound very official. How does that work for so many students?
Aren't some kids bound to be placed in the wrong house that way?
I'm a talking hat. Do you think I care?
If you're not interested in your job, have you thought about retiring?
I've been trying for decades. You'd think a school full of wizards would be able to come up with another talking hat, but I seem to be the only one. By now they should have an app for this sort of thing, an online quiz that can accurately sort wizards into houses.
Well, okay, that's all the time we have. Thank you so very much for joining us today.
No problem.
Today in weather, there seems to be a cold front moving in towards the end of the day.
It's those damn Dementors. They bring the cold wherever they go.
Well, they're only there to search for the thief who stole Dobby's beloved sock.
What's the point? It's a sock.
That sock, Malfoy, gave Dobby his freedom.
We'll keep you updated as we learn more, but for now, be expecting to wear your winter jackets until the sock is found.
Now it's time for our spell of the day.
Potter, I already know plenty of spells. Why do I need to learn more?
It doesn't matter if you like it or not, we're still doing the segment. Today's spell is for our younger viewers, one of the first spells you'll learn at Hogwarts.
Yeah, can it, Potter? No one actually pays attention in class.
Well, maybe you don't. Once and for all, Dumbledore has confirmed that this famous spell is pronounced Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Why does it matter? You'll never actually have to use the spell ever again. Our next story is on the growing trend of Bruma, an app that allows you to get picked up by a wizard and brought to your destination.
It sounds like you made it, Malfoy. An app for the masses to use instead of walking.
Oh, shut up, Harry. I didn't make the app. Anyways, this app has been highly regarded as one of the best ways to get around, especially if you like a good old adrenaline rush at 1,000 feet.
That doesn't sound like the best way of transportation, Malfoy.
That's because you actually walk places. With this app, you can ride with anyone you please to any destination, whether it's miles or even feet away.
I enjoy riding my Quidditch broom, but it's impractical to ride it everywhere.
Stop complaining. They're not riding on a Quidditch broom. It's an actual broom. Finest quality they can afford.
Fine, Malfoy. But on a more serious note, they do have a few set of rules, such as not bringing a wand on board and no disrespect, such as assault or verbal slang towards either the driver or the passenger.
Now, I don't understand that wand rule. I mean, we go to a school that teaches us how to use wands. See, not even a flick of damage or mat.
Nice job, Malfoy. Cut to advertisements so we can fix the light Malfoy broke.
Let's go.
Welcome to Dumble Donuts.
I'll have one double donut, please.
Coming right up.
Thanks, man.
Welcome back. Now onto the wonderful world of Hogwarts house points. Today, as per usual, Gryffindors take the top spot with 139 points for the 16th week in a row.
Up next is Ravenclaw with 98 points, only a mere 5 points above Hufflepuff at 93. Those two are always at each other's throats nowadays.
Agreed. And last but not least is Slytherin at a low 84 points. That's possibly the lowest score they've ever had in years.
But that makes no sense, Harry. I know for a fact that snakes are and always have been safe and intelligent creatures. I mean, why wouldn't we have you as one of them if the rest of those dashing and powerful students like me weren't?
I can hear your sarcasm, Malfoy. Since you apparently haven't heard with your purebred ears, 2 Slytherin students began a magical prank fest sometime last week against Gryffindor. A bystander reported that it was like they were all young adults with too much time on their hands. They should have been studying.
Most pranks were simple spells such as stupefying people, but as the week progressed, more and more harmful spells were cast during most of the day, ruining class time activities and, in the end, causing the biggest outbreak of Solidus Erecto in the school's history when some Slytherin students used a spell on the lunch for that day.
Due to this predicament, the Slytherin class for this year will have to work even harder at ever having a chance at gaining a higher score.
Well, I guess the saying isn't that you have to mess with the bulls to get the horns in this school. Isn't that right, Harry?
Snakes don't have horns, Malfoy. Keep the saying as it was.
Oh well, it's time for the next segment, and it's a tasty one.
What are you talking about, Malfoy? You and I both know that no food or drink is allowed in the newsroom. We are a highly regarded news group. We tell the real news like magical duels and flying car accidents. We take this wizarding job very seriously.
Well, today's story doesn't fit under that category. Today we'll be going over the wonderful liquid of the wizards, butterbeer.
We're not supposed to bring drinks into the newsroom, Malfoy. Are you trying to get us fired?
I'd only try to fire you, but this could never do it. Today we're going to see how you at home can make your very own sweet nectar of wizards that even your kids can drink. Now let's head over to our cast member at Hogsmeade for the scoop.
Thanks, Malfoy. I'm going to go over this recipe very carefully so you know each step and ingredient. First of all, you'll need a blender and a tub of vanilla butterscotch ice cream and a bottle of cream soda as well. Next is adding all of these into the blender. 2 to 4 moderate scoops of ice cream should do the trick. though more ice cream could be added and blended in for a second time. Next, you add that big old bottle of cream soda. And that's all really. You can see that nice froth on top. Perfect for drink mustaches.
Thanks for the scoop. Get it? Because he's scooping the... Now it's on to the world of fashion for the latest outdoor wear.
Does that mean I don't have to wear such a long robe now? Finally, I can walk more than a few yards without falling on my face.
Not exactly. You can talk to the school board about that or just hem them yourself. What I'm talking about is Hermione's latest update to our old cloaks of invisibility.
Oh, well then, carry on.
As I was saying, now you can buy your own cloak of invisibility in over 20 different colors, ranging from fiery red to midnight purple.
How are they in any color if they're invisible?
Well, obviously you can't see the colors, 4 eyes. Going back to the colors, you can even get our school colors or a nice hot pink. Perfect for you, Harry.
Oh yeah? Sounds like you'd like it more, Malfoy. I've seen you in a pink tutu before.
Oh my, that was one time, Harry, on a dare. In other news, there was a magical fight last night between students that was caught on Snapchat.
Unfortunately, the footage was too graphic, so we cannot show it on air.
Luckily, there were no injuries beyond a few burnt-off eyebrows.
Yes, luckily indeed. The disagreement was between 2 third years and was over how to mix a food poisoning potion. Points have hereby been taken from Slytherin, but that's to be expected. It's not like this happens in Gryffindor.
Moving on, a news story that has become very popular among students involves a Hogwarts teacher, Professor McGonagall, and her Spotify playlist. Did you hear about this, Potter?
I do not.
If you look here, you can see she was caught listening to death metal. Many wizards familiar with Hogwarts were surprised by this because McGonagall was one of the more, well, strict teachers.
Hey, that's the head professor of Gryffindor you're talking about.
Yeah. Anywho, the playlist was later discovered to be called Abracabang.
Cool, that's a very nice band.
Not cool. Metal is the most disgusting genre of music.
You take that back.
No way, you cotton-headed ninny-muggin.
Okay, that's it.